Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about what camera gear I will use when I'm away from the comfort of my office. So stay tuned to check it out. Alright guys, so what is the most important part of travel? Travel usually is when you want to get away from what you have and enjoy, where you're going and who you're seeing. So if you do recording, photography, you like to bring your cameras with you, or your camera and lenses. You can't bring everything you have normally because, it just becomes a hassle. You want to bring something you can enjoy. That's why these advanced point and shoot cameras lately have been very popular, because they have amazing image quality, in a small size like this. So this is usually a great option to have, especially for most people. So this is a Panasonic LX10. I've had this camera for over a year now, I think. I bought it used with some issues that I fixed, and it has continued to work pretty well. I do have issues already with it, but that's a different concern. So this camera is great for vloggers because, the screen goes up like this and you can vlog yourself while talking. 1-inch sensor makes it very good quality, extremely fast f-stop at 1.4 lens, makes it great for low light. So this is an amazing all-arounder, and it does shoot 4K, but it crops it quite hard, and the autofocus gets iffy in 4K especially. And 60 frames per second, it's decent actually. So this camera has been my go-to when I'm running around with the kids and going to the park or whatever, things like that. I don't want to bring anything huge with me. Plus, you look normal with this thing. You're not like all out there. So this thing could technically do everything if it had a microphone input, because audio is kind of important, if you're in noisy environments or, things like that. But for personally me, I need a little bit more. I need that microphone input. So my next option here is the G85 that I had, and that I've had already for a whole year, or actually over a year now maybe. And this camera has been very easy to use and very friendly overall. The funny part is though, I will not grab this if I'm walking out the door. I'll always grab this because I can't walk around with this, And if I take off this, then my audio is back to this. And honestly, image quality is, for YouTube, this is good enough, I mean, obviously this will do quite a bit better, but most people won't notice depending on your content and what you're making it for. Most people just watch it for entertainment or whatever you're filming, I guess what I'm trying to say is most people are watching your content for the value of it more than, inspecting what kind of pixel quality you have on your video. Obviously, a good quality video, brings more depth to your content, but that is never the case for success with any video filming. Quality should accommodate the content, not content accommodate quality. This huge thing, I can't just bring it with me anywhere I go. I mean, it's too, people just look at you like, oh, he's filming, I hope he's not filming me and whatever, People get all weird on you, especially like people that is actually the worst, because they tend to be more, conscious of what you're doing. So if you bring something like this, you're gonna freak everybody out most likely, unless everybody's just cool with filming, But something like this, people, are like, yeah, whatever, he's shooting something, Not to sidetrack too much, I'm taking a trip and I'm still needing to, film videos and stuff like that. So I really want to take this camera with me, because the trip I'm taking is just to visit family, and I'm not going, into public too much to walk around a lot and film. So for me, this works perfect, because here I have a microphone input, obviously. So I can use this video micro here, which is great. Or I can also get this lavalier microphone. I'm probably gonna take this with me anyways also. I can do that too with this thing. So here I have the 12 to 60 kit lens, and this thing's great because you can just zoom right in to wherever you want. And you have a pretty, I keep the camera about this far, and I can still fit, a decent amount of myself in there and still be able to, film without being 2 miles away from something, So to get to the point, I'm bringing this, which this lens is not very fast, so when it gets dark, this lens falls apart, literally. Also guys, I totally forgot to mention is that you do have the 5-axis stabilization, sensor stabilization inside this camera, plus on this lens makes it a dual IS. This is great for walking around film. So it's one of the other reasons why I really like this camera is because when you're out there and you're not at home and you know you got circumstances that you're not always comfortable with, you can still get great footage just handheld with this thing. This thing will vibrate still on me. I have pretty shaky hands, so it'll vibrate. And obviously we do have flippy screen. You gotta love our flipper screens because you know we gotta film ourselves sometimes. You know, and this camera is so convenient with the, you got your SD card slot right on the side here. So, and this tripod here is mounting where I can get to the battery here with no issues. So I don't have to like take this thing apart just to like charge the battery or change the SD card. It's very convenient. I'm like surprised how convenient this thing is, you know. All right, so we're definitely taking the camera, the body. Here we go. We're taking the kit lens. And then we're also taking this 25mm 1.7 lens, which is great for low light. This is actually my backup lens. If it gets too dark or this lens can't handle, I could still use this lens. And also I love taking photographs with this lens. Putting an ND filter on this thing stops down and gives me really good pictures even in, you know, daylight. So I love having these two lenses together for this camera. These two lenses, they grow great together. Some ND filters and a CPL filter. Essentially it's an adjustable polarizer. So we got the little video micro, very nice little mic. Little flexi tripods, which I recently acquired, and they're great. They can flex so much and they can hang on to things very well. So it's pretty good for what you get. So, and these are, you know, about 20 bucks. So these are worth it every penny. And one thing I did forget to show you guys is the light here that I'm using. This is the portable light. And obviously this stand is not gonna go with it, but it's just gonna be the light, just like this. And I do have a tiny little tripod somewhere that I'm probably gonna take with me. So this thing was actually helping fill in the light here from this side a little bit. There we go, I have this tiny little tripod right here. So we'll just screw it onto here and bam, I got a pretty low profile here. And I definitely want to take this because it's not heavy at all. It's pretty light. It's not much to carry, but it really enhances, you know, the video, especially in certain light. So that's pretty much the camera, the gear that I'm taking. So I'm pretty excited to use this camera. So yeah guys, and I forgot to mention that this camera is weather resistant. So, you know, if you're out there in the rain or you're caught in the rain, bad environments, dusty, whatever, this thing will be protected because this lens and this body here are completely weather sealed. Now this lens here is not, so I won't be able to use this in the rain. You know, after getting the Sony A6500, and actually you're seeing me through the Sigma 30mm 1.4, which is an amazing lens. I love this lens. I mean, it just brings out so much life into the video. I was debating to sell this camera because, you know, it seemed like an oddball, and I don't, because a lot of my stuff I can shoot with this guy because this guy does 120 frames per second and 1080p, which is perfect for my B-roll shots where I can slow down and speed up. So, and then it kind of hit me like, hey, whenever you get out of the office, you know, you need a camera that you can rely on out there, because I don't want to bring my 6500 out in the weather. You know, it was kind of a big investment and I'm scared to drop it and mess it up because it's my main camera. So for now, the 6500 is just going to sit on the tripod and shoot like this. That's going to be its job. All right, guys, so I've been talking too much and hopefully this was kind of interesting. I don't know. You know, and obviously I haven't showed you guys this, but here is my 2012 MacBook Pro, and this thing has done everything I've asked it to do and more. Honestly, I've never expected a laptop to be so amazing. And you know, this is going to be the travel thing that I take with me. So this is the awesome thing, is I can grab this thing and I can do all my video editing. So this laptop can edit 4K, but it has some trouble. So most likely I'll be filming in 60 frames per second at 1080 and then just upscaling it to 4K 60 frames, acting like I have a G85. Hey, maybe it will be fooled, you know. This thing has pretty good image quality, so, but no, you would be able to tell right away if it was a G85 60 frames. So All right, guys, well, I hope I didn't bore you to death with this video. I just wanted to make something a little bit different and kind of like, you know, this is the only thing I'll be bringing. So when you see me filming in a week or so in a different space, you'll know exactly what I'll be filming with. With this camera right here. So, all right, guys, if you are interested in any of these things, which the camera goes actually for a really good deal now, it's for like 800 bucks now on Amazon. Not sure, somewhere around there. So also this lens here, great value. I think it retails for like 150, but you can pick these up used for about 100 bucks or less. And sometimes, you know, new other or whatever open box stuff for like 120 bucks. So great lens for the price. This flexi tripod, also amazing. 20 bucks gets you this tripod. Great deal, especially travel. And obviously the microphone, this, everybody knows what this is, famous microphone. About 45 bucks or so, not a bad price. And we got the video light here. This is a great video light also. You can get these for around $30 to $40, somewhere around there. But you know, you can adjust your color temperature, your brightness, you know, and it's portable with the battery here, so it comes with the battery. All right, guys, so that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more camera videos or maybe comparison videos, let me know. I actually do want to do another video comparison between Sony A65 and the G85 here, but instead of moving around, I want to put them, you know, where they're sitting and recording things that are moving in different areas. So I think that'll be a little bit easier to watch because my last video was a lot of moving around. So I might do that soon. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Yeah, it's a lot of blah, 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 blah.